was so like just energetic and like very excited and like figuring out the shot as we went. Like that big oneer, we were all kind of like trying to work it out. And he was like working with the prop people about the makeup thing. And it was so organic, like how that whole thing got worked out.
Steven Spielberg loves a one shot, but I always appreciate how subtle they are, where like with the Steven Spielberg one shot, a lot of the times I don't realize it's a one shot until quite far into it. And then I'm like,
he
oh my
didn't
God,
show off about it.
Does theater kind of uniquely prepare you for a long one shot like that? Or is it kind of a different animal given all of the moving technical aspects and the added pressure that if you mess up, everybody has to start over?
Right.
Yeah. It definitely, it didn't feel that kind of pressure because of him, because of the vibe that he sets. And you never felt like, we didn't get it because of this. It was always like, let's solve this thing. Let's solve this thing. It feels a little bit more like theater just because you get to kind of just like do a whole thing and you're just sort of like in your body moving around. It was great. That was my first day. And that's the first scene that I'm in. So it was just a really fun day.
Was it different than Birdman in terms of like process or was it kind of the same animal?
It was the same animal, but Birdman, I was sitting the four of us were sitting at a table and the camera was like doing like the moving. When the camera was here, sort of try to say that line and have this happen when the camera's over here. We were in motion so much. We were moving and also there were times when Emily went over and spoke Korean, sort of, we were like out of the shot and then came back into the shot. And so it was that kind of coordination. So I was like more on my feet as part of the movement of it. But it was a similar feeling, which was a great feeling, which is like you're just sort of developing this thing over and saying it over and over again and doing it over and over again. And it's like rehearsal. You're kind of, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you just did it. I like shooting that way, a oneer.
Yeah.
It's a very team feeling. There's a thing in Birdman that was great. I'm like in a wheelchair. I don't know if you guys remember, but at the end he comes back and I'm like, somehow in a wheelchair with a huge black eye. But then he goes from the lobby into the theater where it's like there's the show. There was a boom operator that was wearing like a suit, because he had to follow him in and then sit down, put the boom down, sit and just be like part of the audience. And then as the camera went by, get back up and like pick it up again, like that kind of stuff.
See, that's how you solve a problem creatively.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.